Hi everyone, and welcome to the final pre-Christmas edition of Southside Dodge Rebels this week. As per usual, we're jam-packed with game highlights and plenty of news and notes, so let's get right into it with some highlights off the top. We start by going to a week ago Tuesday when the Red Deer Rebels, featuring newly acquired goaltender Deven Dubyk, paid a visit to Cranbrook, where they were hoping to end their franchise record 13-game losing streak against the Kootenay Ice. Rebels get the all-important first goal of the game just over 5 minutes in. Some nice passing to start the play before Colton Mayer from behind the net banks it in off Kootenay goalie Nathan Lewin, 1-0 Red Deer. They would almost escape the first period with that lead until Joey Leach winds and fires from the point. Dubyk didn't see the shot until it was too late. Kootenay takes the lead on a power play early in the second. A great pass by Jesse Isman to Elgin Pierce, who blasts home the one-timer. 2-1 for the Ice on Pierce's 11th of the season. But the Rebels would respond. Turner Elson leads the rush, plays give and go with Joel Hamilton, then unleashes a rocket past Lewin Glove's side. Chad Robinson wins the draw back to Cody Teal, who winds and fires. The puck bounces around in the slot. Where is it? Colton Mayer gets a second whack at it, scores his second of the game. They would get an insurance marker when Justin Weller keeps it in at the point. His shot comes off the end boards right to Tyson Ness, who puts it into the yawning cage. His 7th of the year makes it 4-2, and that would be your final score. So after ending their record losing streak, the Rebels one night later would roll into Medicine Hat, a chance for Deven Dubyk to face his former WHL team. The Rebels look for back-to-back wins, taking on the Tigers. Both Alex Petrovic and Tyler Bunz in the lineups for their respective teams after being cut earlier that day by Team Canada, and Bunz makes his presence felt early, robbing Locke Muller. Rebels can't find the rebound. Tigers come the other way as Cole Gerbevac leads the rush. Patrick Parkonen's shot is stopped, but Gerbevac beats Mathew Dumba to the rebound for his 5th of the season. Medicine Hat led 1-0 after the first 20. Tigers go up 2-0 on a power play goal early in the second. Dubyk makes the save on the shot from James Bedauer. This time Jaden Hart finds the rebound and scores a minute 23 into the middle frame. Things would get worse for the Rebels a few minutes later. Emerson Edom continues to light the league on fire with his 30th of the season. Top shelf past Dubyk's glove side. The Rebels would finally get on the board early in the third. Tyson Ness, with a full head of steam, barrels in and buries his 8th of the year past Bunz. The deficit is cut to 3-1. More magic from Bunz to preserve the lead. Somehow he always saves his best hockey for the Rebels. Safe to say, if he had played this well at selection camp, he'd probably still be with Team Canada. Tigers would then restore their 3-goal lead when the Rebels give Hunter Shinkarik all the time in the world to whine and blast home his 28th of the year past Dubyk. It's a power play goal, making it 4-1 at that point. Medicine Hat would add one more before the Rebels round out the scoring in this game. Cody Teal with the point shot. John Person gets a stick on it for his 13th of the year, but it was much too little too late as the Tigers would cruise to a 5-2 victory. Coming up after the break, highlights from the Rebels' final game before Christmas versus Regina. We introduce you to the newest member of the club and get you set for other great action taking place during the holidays. We'll be right back.
I wish all the fans and all the people that come out and support us every night, and my family also, and I wish all a happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I'd like to wish all Rebels fans Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Chtěl bych popřát všem fanouškům Red Deer Rebels veselé Vánoce a šťastný nový rok.
Southside Dodge Rebels this week is presented by Southside Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Red Deer, Alberta.
I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone back home in Red Deer. God jul till alla I Sverige.
On behalf of myself, Bryce Tolman, Chris Neesler, and the entire Red Deer Rebels coaching staff, I'd like to wish all of our fans and the community of Red Deer a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Welcome back to the show. No doubt everybody involved with the Rebels looking forward to the Christmas break. But before that, some business to take care of with an important home game versus the Regina Pats. Here's Cam Moon to tell you how that went.
Big game, Rebels 4 points out of a playoff spot. They'll try and crawl a little closer here tonight. 3.5 in, puck goes to Robinson, the shot, saved by Hewitt, and the puck batted out of the air and out of the way. With wheel on him, now goes to the blue line, right to Bidlevsky, a shot doesn't get through, right over in front of the net, great save by Dubyk. Skates back towards it. Now back to Petrovic. He'll get it to the middle. He'll shoot it. Tipped off the post. And hit the post on the glove side of Hewitt. Puck on the right wing. Pearson will step out. Shoot it off the head of Hewitt. Hit him right in the mask. Back to the point. Bidlevsky to Hunt left side. They get it into the corner. Morantz takes it behind the net. The wraparound saved by Dubyk. He covers it up. Penalty over. His pass to Ness, a backhand off of Blidstrand. It goes to Mayer. Pass out to Ness. Score! Tyson Ness! His third goal in as many games, and it's 1-0 Red Deer. And up the right wing, Pearson comes out. He's got Elson with him. Down the right wing over the line. The pass, Elson scores! Comes in on the left side, 3-on-1. Elson, the shot, the save made by Hewitt. As Elson ran himself out of room on the right wing. Ness towards the goal, shot didn't get through. Now he does put it on net, save by Hewitt, puck at the net, they wave it off. Muller knocked it in with a high stick. It went in the goal, but knocked down by the high stick of Muller. In from the left point, has it in the corner. A centering pass to Maxwell. Great save by Hewitt. Point though, Jobkey trying to find a shooting lane. Takes it to the left wing. His shot off of Miette. It goes to Olstad. His shot scores. Olstad let it go. Rodwald was going to the net. And it gets under Dubyk, and the Rebel lead cut to 2-1. Here's on the right side in front. It's Mayer. Mayer with a shot. Saved by Hewitt. He got a piece of it. Unbelievable shot by Petrovic. That goes through the slot. Up the left wing boards. Maxwell comes out, gets away from Reeder, brings it into the pad end, puts it towards the net. He'll put it on goal. Saved by Hewitt. Penalty coming up to Maxwell as he ran into Hewitt. We'll give it to Elson. He'll get it in on the left wing side. To Davidson. Davidson shoots it. Saved by Dubyk. The rebound goes to Elson. He'll get it off the glass and out the right wing. And the Red Deer Rebels hold on for a 2-1 victory here tonight over the Regina Pats. And the Red Deer Rebels get their first home win since November 4th. They congratulate goaltender Deven Dubyk, who was solid in goal tonight with 22 saves. The Red Deer Rebels pick up their 16th victory of the night, or of the season.
Well, it was a battle. I thought we had a so-so first period. We came out a little bit flat. I didn't think our competing battle level was where it needed to be, especially on our power play. We didn't work hard enough to retrieve pucks and whatnot, but the guys responded in the dressing room after the first intermission. We came out in the second period, and I thought we were a different hockey team through the second and third. We really raised our compete level, raised our intensity, did a much better job of moving the puck in our end of the rink, and we were moving our feet, which allowed us to do that. I thought the first period we were kind of standing still, but we got our feet moving, got on the attack, broke out of our zone, got a lot more sustained pressure in their end of the rink, scored the 2 early goals there, and as I said to the guys in there, it'd be nice to bear down and get that third one, and instead of having to make it so hard on ourselves. And we certainly had some opportunities, a couple power plays. We had post once, we had the 3-on-1, had a couple 2-on-1s in the second, the disallowed goal, but ultimately you got to be able to win those tight games as well, and I thought the guys really did a good job of buckling down there in the third period. So all in all, a tough, hard-fought game, but a huge 2 points for us.
We obviously needed that. We were 6 points behind Regina in the 8th place spot, last spot in the playoffs, so we needed a big win tonight. And we battled hard. We were strong defensively. We buried down on some of our opportunities and didn't get much, and it was just a good win, and we're happy for it, and we needed that before the Christmas break.
Tyson Ness was a huge difference maker versus the Pats. He was named the game's first star. Both he and his coach were pleased with the effort.
I thought that might have been his best game of the year. He really stepped up. He scored a big goal for us, which it's nice to see that offense out of him. But he's such a good role player when he's on his game. He's as good a shot blocker as we have on our team. He gets in front of pucks, does a real good job on the penalty kill, and tonight we used those guys to play against Wheels' line to try and be a bit of a shutdown line. I thought he really thrived on that, did a good job. Being relentless on the puck, tracking back hard, taking away time and space and whatnot. So I really liked his game tonight.
I know, it just felt like I was buzzing out there after, I had a slow first period, it felt like, and just after that first intermission, just everyone seemed to pick it up, and everyone seemed to get going, and all the energy got brought up in the room, and on the bench everyone was getting loud and just pushed people to the next level.
Well, last week we told you that the Rebels had acquired a new goaltender to fill the void left by the injured Patrick Bartosak. This week we introduce you to the new man between the pipes for your hockey club, Deven Dubyk. The 20-year-old netminder had been toiling with the Humboldt Broncos of the SJHL after being cut by the Moose Jaw Warriors earlier this season due to roster constraints. He definitely received a warm welcome from his new team.
Had open arms for me coming on the bus there in Calgary, and the last 2 days it's been good and get to know the guys more and more by each day. A little exciting, it's a little surreal still, and just gotta get down to earth right now.
I think our confidence is really high right now just because we got a nice experienced goaltender back at the back end there, and we rely on him for big stops and big saves. So I think we got a lot more confidence in ourselves to play D zone. We're not running around scared that's going to go into our net. So yeah, I think our confidence is way up right now, so it's good.
Now the reaction for the most part to Dubyk's arrival has been overwhelmingly positive from coaches, teammates, and fans, except when it comes to those rather gaudy orange pads from his days with the Tigers.
Well, yeah, I'm working on getting those fixed. Hopefully after Christmas break, maybe I'll have some black and white ones.
Both Alex Petrovic and Mathew Dumba were hoping to crack the roster for Team Canada. Unfortunately, neither were successful in their attempt, and as you might understand, both were disappointed with the result.
Getting there the first day, we had coaches meetings and individually, and they said they wanted me to, play physical, play a good defensive game, and I think I did that to the best of my ability. I thought I played solid, and I can look myself in the mirror at the end of the day and say I gave my all, but I mean, I came up short and obviously didn't make the team, and I mean, obviously it's not fun to do that or get cut, but I think it was a good experience, and I'll just live with it.
Talked to all the coaches, and they're very happy with my game this weekend, and they're pleased with that, and they emphasized to me that it's I'm 17 still, and they're looking for that experience that last year they kind of learned from the Russians. They had an all 19-year-old team, and that experience helps a lot in that competition. And next year they just said, come back and do your thing, play like Matt Dumba can, and go out there and have fun, and hopefully there'll be a spot for me next year, and it'd be an awesome opportunity.
One other interesting note when it comes to the World Juniors, Team Switzerland making Red Deer and the NMAC Centrium the home base for their training camp as they get set for the tournament, which starts on Boxing Day. Here's a quick taste of what you can see next week on Southside Dodge Rebels This Week as we sit down with the Rebels radio broadcast crew of Cam Moon and Mike Moeller.
It's almost like we've been able to witness a couple of seasons. The Rebels had that great run early. I get an outstanding start, and they're 14-4, 0-1 at one point, and then the injury bug hits them, and things go south on them. So it's unfortunate. I mean, if you were to say at the start of the season, would you want to be 500 going into the Christmas break? Probably not.
Jess Wellen says, whoever's in the lineup, this is the way we play. This is who we are. This is what a Red Deer Rebel is all about. And whether it's a 15-year-old kid or a 16-year-old kid, or we don't even have enough players to field a full team, we're going to play the right way.
Well, that does it for this week's show. On behalf of executive producer Calvin Bellows and myself, we'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time on Southside Dodge Rebels This Week.